Well, good afternoon, my TPC. I hope you're all doing well. Uh, I've just been a bit busy this week. I've had stuff to sort out and hospital visits, and I just haven't had a chance to do a video. I said I was going to do a video on Wednesday. I didn't know when I got back from the hospital, but it never happened. I've just had stuff to do and stuff to sort out. So I do apologise for that. It's just been one of those weeks. Housekeeping today. It's my Peterson 317, and in it I've got some Orlick Golden Slice. I just wanted something a bit lighter. I didn't want anything heavy today. It's absolutely tanking it down outside today. It's Stokesley Show, and it's absolutely tanking down. It's a Stokesley Show is a big agricultural show. The high street in Stokesley is absolutely jam-packed with fairground rides and what have you. And I keep out of the way because it's not for me. But yeah, it's a bad day for the show. And as I say, it's just like it's not cold, but I didn't want like a heavy tobacco, so I thought I'll get some Orlick Golden Slice for a change. So I went to the hospital on Wednesday. Chloe, I believe that was. I didn't see the doctor. I saw Chloe. She was one of the nurses, and talking me through. I was asking loads of questions, a lot of questions. Worst case scenario from where do we go from here and all the rest of stuff. And these tablets, which I should have had, I think I mentioned this on the last video. My GP surgeon never told me that there was surgery, so I was like 2.5 weeks, nearly 3 weeks without these tablets, which I should have been taking. So she told me to take them at the full strength. I've just taken the last of my steroids this morning, thank God. So my sleep pattern should hopefully get back into some sort of normality instead of getting like an hour's sleep each night, because it's absolutely washed me out with these steroids. It really has. So I'm taking these Otterson or something they're called. They're good big tablets. The sort of question you're asked, do you swallow them and stick them up your backside, like, you know what I mean? They're a fair old size, and they take some swallowing too. So anyway, I'm going to be taking them, 3 of those twice a day, and then until I see him again and see how we go. And then I've still got to go for the camera again to see what's happening at this side and down. So yeah, worst case scenario, it can develop like into bowel cancer. The bowel might have to be removed at some point. I'm not saying it's going to be. We don't know, at this stage how my body's gonna. Is it going to heal? Is it going to get worse? But I've got it now. This ulcerative colitis sort of thing. It's something I'm going to have to live with now. So, but to say, yeah, worst case scenario, it'll be the bowel getting removed and wearing like a stoma bag. But we're not there yet, and I hope and pray I don't have to go down that road, because I think that'll just about finish me off. And but see what happens. I'll say how Bob had a visitor all the way from Nova Scotia. Good to see him. It was a good day. I'm glad he got up to Yorkshire. I'm glad he got up there, Mark. And it's even better up at North Yorkshire. Well, I've got this in my hand, and I remember. Be aware with these lighters. These are the lighters what we always say, thank you, Greg, giver of the flame. Thank you, Greg. Say that, you two. I bought another one not very long ago, so because the old original one packed up, so I bought another one. And I was in the shed yesterday, got my lighter out of my pocket, and all this fell out. Your pipe tails there, it just dropped out. And then I thought, what holds it in? I can't see anything what holds it in. And why has it dropped out? So if you look, in there, you see there's two tiny, tiny, tiny screws, and they are tiny, they're absolutely minute. How the hell I found those two screws on the floor in the shed, I do not know. But just be warned, just give them a tweak up. You'll need like a little tiny Phillips screwdriver, and just make sure they're tight and give them a tweak up. Otherwise, all this will just drop out. It never happened with my old one, but and what I did, I got some super glue around the back of that, and I dropped some super glue into the two holes where those two screws go, and I screwed it back in. So I'll lock tight whatever you've got in the house, just to make sure they don't fall out again. But yeah, the whole gubbins just dropped out. The whole silver part there just dropped out. So yeah, just check those two screws. But to say how the hell I found those little screws, I do not know. So yeah, just a quick tip. Just a quick tip. What else has been happening? Not a lot, because I've just been. It's just been one of them weeks, and just busy. It's just stuff to do. Stuff when I haven't been well, it hasn't gotten done, and it's just stuff I've had to get caught up with. So I'm hoping now I'm a bit more on top of things. We'll be getting some more regular videos out, and we'll hopefully things will resume as normal. These two, if you're asking. Oh. There they are. Oops. They've been very good when I've been bad, these two, they have really. And they've adapted to the buggy as well, to my mobility scooter when I take them out on, for a walk. It's so much easier now. Oh, and those tyres. Water going on, I had changing those tyres. That's another thing I've been doing, changing those tube tyres to solid tyres. Back ones, not a problem, came straight off because they're like split rims. Put the other tyres, the solid tyres on, job done. Just steady away, not rushing. It was a nice day to do it. I planned it. Maybe 20 minutes each tyre. So then I moved on to the front ones. And it was a nightmare. There was bolts what were more or less seized on, wouldn't come off. And it took nearly all afternoon to do the front tyres, because I had to put heat on them, I had to do all, just to try and free them. And at one point I thought I was going to have to actually cut the bolts off, but thankfully they eventually gave, and I got those changed. So that's all done now. The wheels are now solid, and I won't have to worry about getting punches. So yes, thankfully these steroids, I've taken the last ones this morning, so hopefully my sleep pattern will get back together. I'm eating a bit more like solid foods now. I've got to be careful. She did say if I eat anything out of the ordinary, just to write it down, and if I do end up with some sort of symptoms, well, we know what's caused it, and then not to have it again. But it's all trial and error. This it's like it's learning what you can eat and what you can't. Oh, and the other thing as well, what they said, because I was asking loads of questions, and I can't remember if I said this earlier on. Treatment wise, to control it or to keep it at bay. There was a various one you can go in for every 8 weeks to have like an infusion. Stick a needle in your arm and you'll flush your system out with these, whatever the hell they put in. Another one is self-injecting, where like as somebody with diabetes would, sort of thing, like an injection into the tummy or wherever you inject it to. And there was another one as well, and obviously the other one's obviously medication, this shoutout, whatever it's called. I'll be taking for the rest of my life, by all accounts. So that's to control it as such. If it gets worse, well, obviously it's down the other route and things will be getting a bit more serious. But just take it day by day, can't we? We can't do nothing about it. It's happened, and I said this in the last video, it's happened now, and I've got to put up with it. I've got to deal with it. She says smoking doesn't help, like. She says, how many cigarettes do you smoke a day? I said, I don't smoke cigarettes. No, definitely not getting packed in this pipe. It'll have to be something really serious for me to give this pipe up, I'll tell you. When they stick me in the box, I want a pouch of baccy and my favourite pipe and a lighter. Bury me with it. Well, what we're up to, 12 minutes. It's long enough. I just thought I'd stick my head on. As I say, hopefully things will get back to normality now. Get back into like Mission Mondays and Cob Tuesdays, Dwight. I'll have to get that thing fired up again. And yeah, try and get back into some sort of normality and get some more videos put out. And get back to normal. Right, everyone, have a great weekend. I hope you're having better weather than we're having here. As I say, it's absolutely tanking down. It's awful, but we need the rain, don't we? Because the reservoirs are empty and they've been complaining about lack of rain and hosepipe bans, but we do need it. But it could have happened on another day rather than Stokes' Show day, but never mind. Right, well, as I say, have a great weekend. Enjoy your pipes. Enjoy whatever tobacco you're smoking. And as always, be kind to each other, because if we're all kind to each other, we all get on, don't we? I'll see you later. Take care. Ta-da.